Namaskar. I'm Assistant Professor Kritika Dev from LJ School of Law, and today the topic we'll be dealing with is criminal trespass. Now, coming to trespass, that is quite an ordinary term. You must have heard this term before, right? Trespassing is prosecuted or will be prosecuted, trespass is prohibited. So, this is a term which has been often used by people, and you must have heard this term before. So now let's quickly move on to the definition which is being given by the Indian Penal Code. Okay, now firstly, in order to understand what criminal trespass is, we need to understand the meaning of it. Now, as I said, trespass is an ordinary term that you must have heard before, and it means entering into somebody else's property without the consent of the other party. Right? That is the reason you are trespassing. If you have entered with the permission, but let me take a pause here. With the permission, if you enter into somebody's property with the permission, then can that be termed as criminal trespass later on by any of your act? Now, that here we'll give it a pause because when we'll see the definition, we'll see something related to what I said. So here, when it comes to criminal trespass, let's take a general meaning. If you enter into somebody's property without the consent of the person to whom that property belongs, that is known as criminal trespass, right? That you're trespassing. And thereafter, you tend to annoy that person by doing something, right? So in detail we'll see the definition what it says, but this is the general meaning that you generally see when it comes to the park, the private parks, the private property. People are, they generally put a label that trespassing will be prosecuted or trespassers are not allowed, something like that, right? So this is about the criminal trespass. Now the object, of course, behind it to protect people's property, that nobody else who's not the owner of the property or who in some way is not entitled to enter into the property should be kept away from the property. And if at all they tend to enter the property, then it should be prosecuted. So, of course, this very section was made in order to protect people's property from the trespassers, right? Now, quickly see what the definition says. Now, before we move on to the definition, of course, we need to see how many types of trespasses are there, right? You must have generally heard it that it is just one kind of a trespass, but here we have five kinds of trespasses here. The first one is the criminal trespass, as you can see on your screens. The second one is the house trespass. Now, when a criminal trespass gets converted into a house trespass, that we'll see in the lecture. Then the next one is the lurking house trespass. Then the next one is house breaking, and finally house breaking by night. Right. So under these five headings, we'll be seeing what are the elements and how one, with the help of other, gets converted into the other offense. Right. That's we will see in the lecture. Okay, now when it comes to criminal trespass, I have given it, or in a simpler manner this time. I have directly written the ingredients in order to make you understand directly. Okay, so here are the ingredients. Let's see the ingredients. So what the ingredient says, the first one, entering upon property in the possession of another person. Now, as I said, when we were discussing the meaning of it, of course, you are entering into somebody's property, right? Who is in the possession of another person, right? Somebody is having the possession of the property and you're entering into the property of that someone. Now, you have entered into the property. As I said, I will take a pause here. So, here you have entered into the property in order to commit an offense or to intimidate or to annoy or insult that person, right? You must have entered with a motive. You will never enter just because you felt like entering, right? You must have entered in order to even in fact say something to the other party, right? Just to insult that other party, you just enter into somebody's property, right? Here we'll talk about property because the house trespass is an added on offense, an added on thing that we'll see in the other section. So here, supposingly A enters into the field of B, right? And here, of course, A entered into the field of B. B was having the possession of the field, and A just entered into it, right? And A suddenly started fighting with B, right? You are doing this, that, whatever it is. So what did he do? He insulted A. He went there in order to insult B, because A is the one who is committing the offense. So he entered into the property in order to insult B. So here he had committed this very offense. The first element, I hope it is clear, entering into upon somebody's property. So here, whose property is there? B's property. Now the second ingredient, in order to commit an offense or insult or annoy, or criminal intimidation, right? That I will do that if you will not, give me that. That is the criminal intimidation, right? You must have seen in the movies. You better give me that, or you better give me this much of your whatever weed or whatever you have with you. Uh, the thing that is there in your field. Otherwise, I'll kill you, or otherwise, I'll do anything whatsoever. Otherwise, I'll run away with it, or whatever may be the criminal intimidation. So here, in order to commit an offense or any of these three things, then it is criminal trespass, right? I have taken the example of a field because when it comes to a house, it is an added on offense that we'll see in the other section. Okay, now here, as I said, if you remember that what if you enter normally and later on, can that become a criminal trespass? Now, let's proceed with that very paused statement. So here, the next one, as you can see, is entered, or you can say the second part of it. This is the second part of it. Now, entered lawfully, but remaining there unlawfully, right? You entered lawfully in, let's take the same example, right? B was there in the field and A was here, and A entered in the field of B. Right now, as soon as A entered into the field of B, he entered with the consent of B. Okay, he entered. B knew A very well, so he allowed A to enter. He entered lawfully, but later on remained there unlawfully. First, say he was trying to take something or he was trying to insult B. Now, then B directly instructed him that kindly leave my field. Kindly, you just leave these premises, the boundary of my fields. I do not want to hear you. But there, even after listening to those words, A remains there. Now he entered lawfully, of course, with the consent of B, but later on he remained there unlawfully because, in spite of getting the clear instructions from B, he remained there in the field. So he remained there in order to insult that person, or we can even say in order to commit any offense, any other offense, whichever comes in your mind, or to annoy. Annoyance means could be anything, right? He's just saying, he's just sitting there, A sitting there, and he's saying, I need to do some of my private things here in the field, right? So something related to the crops the crops which are there in the field, anything related to it. But A is like, no, I will not leave. I just want to sit here. So he's simply annoying B, right? So he remained there unlawfully, though he entered lawfully, but later on remained there unlawfully in order to annoy B, right? Or in order to insult B. So this is about the second portion. So here, if anybody asks you that if you enter into somebody's property lawfully, then can that very thing becomes, or can that thing become unlawful later on? Then the answer would be yes, if later on you stay there in order to do any of these four things, and if you stay here unlawfully. Okay. Okay, so here quickly, let's see what house trespass is. As we have seen under section 441, the criminal trespass. Now here, if somebody enters into any of the places which is being used to reside, which is used for human dwelling, of course, or keeping the property, or the place of worship, right? When these things are there, or the normal house, as you can say, then the criminal trespass becomes house trespass, because you're trespassing in house, and that is the reason I gave the field example. So there is not you just need to add those walls here, then it will get converted into a house trespass. Is that clear? Right, now the same thing happens. Let's take the same example quickly. B is there, but here B is there in his house, right? B is there in his house, and if A comes and tries to insult B when he's there in the house. First say, right now I'm there in my house, and now somebody comes, trespasses, and does anything, annoys me or insults me or commits any offense, right? Then it will lead to house trespass because I'm there in my house. Is that clear? Okay, I hope it is. Now let's move on to section 443. Now the term lurking house trespass. Now what does that mean? House trespass is something that we have read, and house trespass of course contains the elements of criminal trespass. When it is committed in a house, it becomes house trespass. Now it is lurking house trespass. Now what do we understand by it? When it comes to lurking house trespass, means you are trying to hide that you have entered, right? In the previous examples we could see that people are coming and I could see them, but here you are concealing that you have entered, you're hiding. So when the elements of criminal trespass is there in the house, plus hiding that you are coming inside, right? Coming quietly and entering quietly in somebody's house, and later on you might commit an offense or annoyance or anything of that nature, then it leads to lurking house trespass, right? So by this I guess you have understood that elements of criminal trespass is there, plus you are there in the house, plus the third party is not coming directly, he's trying to conceal that he's entering inside, he's trying to hide, right? And then if he commits any of the offense, then it leads to lurking house trespass because he's hiding that he's coming inside, he's hiding that very fact, right? Okay, now let's move on to the next section. I am These sections are short by because we have understood what criminal trespass is, and then with it these are the additional point: entering into the house, right? And then plus if the offender hides his you know that he has come into the house, if he hides that very fact, then it becomes lurking house trespass. Now here, okay, section 445 talks about house breaking. Now again an added term, but do not worry. The meaning is very simple here. House breaking means, as you can get it very easily from the term itself, that committing house trespass. Simple. House trespass is there of course, but house breaking is also involved in it. It means you are entering, but you are entering by breaking some part of the property. Now, let me give one example. First, you see a closed house, right? You are hiding yourself also, and at the same time, you just broke that window so that you could enter from the window, right? You could enter from the window, and then you can do any of the acts. First, say you just enter. Somebody just do not want you in their house. You have some pity issue or whatever it is. So that person does not let you inside the house, right? First, say A is there. A has said to B. Now the parties are different. Or let's take the same example. B is there. A is there. Now B said, I do not want to talk to you, and our partnership is over, or whatever thing is there. They were partners in the company. Now A forcefully enters because B wasn't allowing, so A just broke the door, or the, you must be getting an idea of CID, right? How Daya just breaks the door and enters inside, but that is lawful because they were investigating a case. So now that is altogether a different thing. But yes, if somebody enters by breaking that window or door and then comes and insults you, right? Because you didn't know that somebody is about to break the window or anything like that. So, and then later on commits an offense or insults or does anything of that sort, then that is house breaking because the person has broke the house or broke any part of it which was attached to it, or maybe just a lock, breaking a lock by which the house was protected. So breaking that lock, window, making a hole, a complete hole in the wall, anything like that, then that leads to house breaking. Is that clear? I hope it is. So now the next one is house breaking by night. Now when it comes to night, it is very simple to understand that after the sunset and before the sun rises. So if somebody commits that very offense of house trespass after the sunset or before the sunrise, and that is by house breaking, right? The same example entered through the window, and the same incident was done during the night hours, that is after the sunset, before the sunrise, then that leads to house breaking by night. Okay, so this is about the criminal trespass and everything related to it. So I hope with this you are completely clear with what criminal trespass is, what house trespass is, lurking a house trespass, and house breaking by night, right? So once you understand what criminal trespass is, all these five, it becomes very simple to understand these, right? So with this I would like to conclude my lecture. Thank you so much for listening, and as I always say that keep reading, keep studying, keep revising, and take care. Thank you.